Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prince of Love Live. Prince King here on Facebook Live on StreamYards and YouTube. Today is a wonderful day. I give the glory to God for all He has done for me and my family, for every moment that He let me breathe, and every single step that I make, or every single moment that I live. I give glory to God to the highest, and I give glory to God for all my friends and my family as well. Uh, May God bless you all. May God keep you safe. It is a pleasure to be back at on my stream yard, Prince of Love live. Today it's a wonderful day. I was out. I had the cold, so there's couple live that I missed, about three of them, I believe. But I'm back now. I'm feeling much better, and I think it is a great day to be back. And today I got a subject. That subject is a good subject that many people attacked and many people can be familiar with, and that will be able we will discuss. Although I do not know all the answer, I do not. Um, I'm not an expert, and I do not know everything, but it is a subject that is dominate the whole universe. So it is glad to be able to talk about it. It may not be affected my life or your life, but it's affected somebody else's life. So it's good to bring it up. Remember, this stream is for fun. I am not an expert, so I am not a licensed therapist or license or anything that I'm talking about. I'm just have good head on my shoulder, and I just know many things or experience a lot of things that make me able to talk about it, and you can tell whether you accept it or you reject it. If what I'm saying makes sense to you, either you agree or not, it's fine. But if it makes sense to you and it's worth talking about, uh, so it is great to be here. And I just go a little bit before I went on that. Um, really, this moment. So today the topic is about stress. Stress is what we'll be talking about. We're going to spend maybe 20 minutes talking about it, 30 minutes. We'll see how far we go with it and how you react to it in the comment if you choose to. There's no need to do it if you don't want to, but it's always appreciated, whether it's negative or positive. I'm kind of looking for the negative one much. That would make me better. A lot of people want positive comment and everything that they do. I am different. I want the negative one that will make me better. So if I can take your negative comment and apply it to myself and think a way that I can fix what you think is not good, I think it will be much better for me. However, my first topic is about stress. Is stress real? What is stress? Stress is a sickness that is dominating the whole world. Whether you are rich, whether you are poor, whether you're in the middle classes, it is easy to stress doesn't know any color, race, or ability or disability. It's up to you to work on it with your friend and family. And things in life could be stressful, and when that stress attack you, it is very hard if you don't have a strong head over your shoulder, if you don't have a great friend, great family to help you through with it, it might hurt you really bad. So yes, stress will for 100% of people that live in, and not only in the United States, around the world, your stress might be different than somebody else, maybe than me. But at some point that it is possible that you can feel stress. You might be going through something in your life that is, you think life is not worth living, and that stress that could make it happen to you. It is good to not just deal with stress on your own, things that you're strong enough that you can survive the stress or the moment that you're going through, instead of seeking help, seeking people who are here professionally, or it could be your friends that can give you advice so you can walk through the things that you're going through. There's a lot of suicide rate, especially in the US, and all the suicide rate has to do with stress. A lot of people is seeing their life and see, or they might see where they were and where they are right now. It was like they see their life is not worth living. Some people experience stress that they are looking at the family that is helpless, and they are helpless, they cannot help them, and the stress might make them do something that is really not good to do. So many people deal with stress different way, but the good thing that you can do about it is talk to somebody or seek professional help. There are people in this world that is good enough. There are people in the world that are good enough that can help you, and you can talk it through. Sometimes the what you want is somebody to listen to you. There are professional people that will help you with that. And some of your friends and family, at some point, there are people in your family that might be able to help you with that as well. So don't ever think that you should keep something inside of you. Nobody will understand you. I believe you me when I say there's a person in this world. There's a person close to you in your family, in your friend circle, your family circle, your family bubble that will understand you and that can direct you to the right, to the correct spot. So yes, stress is good. Stress is real. Stress is not good. It's not healthy. Stress brings a lot of difficult decision that people make in life. Stress make people do things that they will never do otherwise. So yes, stress is real. Once you experience stress, you'll know it. It's just like you need to accept it and seek help from friends, family, or professionally. Even rich people, you think that they have nothing to stress about. Yes, sometimes they stress more than the middle class people. The poor people, the way that they live in, they have stress. A lot of people are dying because of stress. A lot of people break their family. The family are broke, fall apart because of stress. So stress will always be there. The thing is how you dealing with it and how you prepare yourself to do things that you should do to fix the things that you are going through. So if you are going through a moment difficult, a dark moment in your life, do not give up. Do not give up. There are people that you can talk to. Some people will give you advice. Some people will refer you to somebody who can help you with it. And some people went through what you're going through. There's nothing in this life that happened only once, believe you me. There's nothing in this life that happened to you that not already happened to somebody else. So you're not alone in your situation. If you are going through something, don't give up, because you are not alone with it. Another way that you can deal with stress, a lot of people with uh, the capacity, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can seek therapy. Not everybody can uh, spend $100,000 or like $50. There are different level of therapy. There's nobody who's gonna spend like $300 to go to therapy, because maybe that's what give them stresses, because they don't have enough money and to do so. Your job can bring stress for you, and one way that like many people, the most common way to deal with stress is go to the therapy. The therapy, what they do for you is help you unlock your mind, unlock your spirit, and then make you think that you're not in that moment. In the moment, the thing that you're in right now, you're not by yourself. In the situation that you are in right now, you are not alone. The therapy help you understand that and help you see past those difficult time, and you see a better future out front. But not everybody has money to go to therapy, and therapy is expensive. Yes, therapy can your work can bring you stress, the job that you're doing, the house that you are paying, the house you're trying to buy, the car that you trying to buy, and it's difficult for you to buy it, and that those things can bring stress in your life. So there are things that do not require therapy. There are things that is so big, it's so heavy that you need to seek professional help. So do not exit it if you are in that situation. If you are in a situation that required you to see a therapist, and you have the ability to say, please go do it, because things that you're going through right now, you think it's nothing, later on it could be something that you wish you had fixed before you get to that point. So therapy is good for us. Therapy is not only not only going to a professional. There's different type of therapy. I'm talking about stress related therapy. Uh, Therapy is not something that everybody can go to, and it's not therapy is not only for rich people, or it's not only for white, black, yellow, orange, whoever. Everybody can go to therapy, and nobody is better than anybody else to say that therapy is not for them. Because once you're dealing with something, there there are people in this world that is trained professional to help you go through what you're going through. So it's no joke. If you have any things that is going on in your mind that you don't have the ability to fight it, or you need help with it, do not stay put. Do not think that it is normal, that the thing gonna go away. Seek help, talk to a friend, talk to a family member, somebody you trust, and to help you navigate the moment that you are in. So therefore, therapy does a lot for us, and we do need it. We do appreciate those people who are taking their time and learn about human body, human mind, human capacity, human ability, to help you understand that the situation that you are in right now is not forever, and then not just saying it, the way that they telling you, the way that they help you get through your things, he is a skills that not everybody can do it. That's why not everybody can be a therapist, and that's why as well it's so expensive, because what it does for you, nobody else can do it. Once you get to a point that you need therapy, if you can attack that one before you get to that point, please do so, because I hate to see anybody having something in their mind and then they could not unlock it, they could not walk through it and turn it to a positive things. So I will always suggest that if you have the ability, if you are going through something that you see your friends and family have difficulty to help you with, seek a therapist and get a free advice from them. And if you have to follow through with them, do so, so you can be healthy and you can enjoy your life and live your life at the same moment. A lot of police, a lot of politician, a lot of Christian, Catholic, atheist, whatever you are, you there's no such a thing that I'm exempt to that. Maybe you're not going through it. It's a grace of God or whatever you believe in. You're not going through it, so I'm happy for you. But know that those things are real, and if that happened to you, to seek help. I do not wish anybody to get stressed, because stress is real. We are real. So we're living in a world with a lot of crazy things happen. A lot of people getting we have problems. We have difficulties. We have our way of doing things is not always work out for us, and sometimes we get frustrated. Sometimes we pissed off. But if we anyhow we get to a point that we need help, we should get help. So I think therapy is one of great way for us to do better for ourselves. What are some factors that can lead to stress? There are many factors that you can think of. Anything that can uh, uh, trouble up your mind and something that will keep you up at night will bring stress. A bad dream can bring stress in your life. Your job, like I said earlier, sorry, your job, like I said earlier, can lead you to stress. The activity that you're doing on a daily basis, your house that you are trying to purchase, the car that you have that keep breaking down every moment, that can lead to stress. Anything that is negative will lead to stress if it's linger long enough. uh, we have we have major factors that is leading to stress. It's mostly, I'm telling you, if you think of something, the sign that I always tell people that you are about to stress your life for a long period of time. You can stress your life for a moment and then it goes away. But if you see you go to bed and things that keep you awake, things that you think about it when you are sleeping and you can't find a solution for it, those are the things that you needs to talk to a friend about. That one can uh, minimize your life. Those things can hurt you, because if you can't sleepless brings stress, and you're going to be unhappy and you're gonna be very mad at many moments that you are stressed, and there are stressful things that happen in your life that keeping you awake at night, and sometimes you don't want to wake up yet. You were like, wow, I have to go to do that. Man, I don't want to do that. If you have something that you have to do and you don't want to do it, and that happen consistently, that will lead stress. That's a sign. That's one of the factors that can lead you to a stressful life. It is okay to stress, even though the stress is negative. It is okay to stress. Not saying that you should be careless. You should be able to stress because it means that you care. It's the how you deal with it that is the problem. So if you don't deal with stress in a positive way, yes, it will hurt you later on, uh, down the road. So you need to deal with it as it comes and embrace it, knowing that it's stress and knowing that you need to attack it and fix it as soon as you can. Because let it stay there. Let those factors leads to a uncontrollable stress. Things negative can happen in people's life and to yourself, to your family. We don't want anybody to harm themselves or their family, and at any point of their life, we want you to be happy. We want you to celebrate. I know it's not something that will happen, but we want it. We want it. It's not gonna always happen. You're not gonna have happily ever after or throughout a fantasy life living, without stress, without any possibility of being mad or being pissed off or being don't want to talk to nobody today. I don't want to do this one. No matter how much money you have, money do not exempt you from stress. Money is good. It can lead to more stress, or it can help you get over your stress if you use it correctly. So money is not, it's one of the factor of stress as well. So that's why I say it can give you stress or it can help you get out of it. It depends of what you how you get in that stress and what type of stressing situation you are in. So be aware that anything that keep you up at night, anything that you can't go to sleep and forget about, and you cannot fix, and you still trying to fix it, it is stressful. So the there are no specific way to deal with stress. You can deal with stress however it works for you. What works for you may not work for me and may not work for the next person. What works for you may work for me or work for the next person. So the way that you deal with stress, it's up to you and up to your capacity and up to what kind of stress are you going that is going in your life at the moment. So if people tell you that there's a specific way you can deal with stress, that is not true. There is no specific way you can deal with stress. Whatever way that can help you, uh, there's no one way to deal with it. That's what I'm trying to say. You can deal with stress in multiple ways. There's not a specific way that if you have stress, you need to go to a therapy, and the stress, every stress you have, you need to go to therapy. You don't need to go to therapy when you stress every single time. But there are something that's going through your mind that you cannot unlock, that you cannot get it out. It could be a trauma. It could be something that's happened years ago, and that just affecting you right now, affecting your ability to perform your work the way that you want to. That will bring stress to your life. So where you deal with things, it's the way that you deal with stress, it's all up to you. Whatever works for you in that situation, whatever works for you, that's what you use to deal with stress. You always can share it with somebody else. Tell them this is how you were stressing to a similar circumstance, situations. This is how you deal with it. But There's no one way, one specific way to deal with every stress. You go through life the same way that there's no one way you solve a problem. You can see a problem, they have thousands of ways that that problem can be resolved. Maybe you don't know the other way. You might know one way, but I'm telling you, there's many ways you go and you come out to this, you come out with the same conclusion, with the same solution. But the steps might be different. The things that you do to get there, it might be different. So do not apply only what somebody tell you they did when they were stressed, when they, yeah, when they were stressed, or do not do only what you've been told that good for that space, that stress that you're going through. If you try something that is not working, always involve, always improve, try something else. Do not stay in one thing, and that will bring more stress to your life. This is a huge topic. This is a topic that can take days to talk about because that is life matters. So this is all about life. There's more things to do about it. It is possible to have the same problem with somebody and the solution that that person used works for him or worked for him, but you trying to use that solution, it does not work for you. So it's always good to try multiple ways. There are many ways. Failure is not an option in our life, us as human. And if you can tell what we are accomplished, what we've done, and not me specifically, I'm talking about human and totality. So if you see what we done, we are, we have the mindset, we have the ability, we have the capability to do even more than that. But we have to know what to do and how to attack it. When the moment that comes that shake us, we need to learn how to respond to those problems. When we are stressed, we need to know how to deal with that stress. It's not just leaving what you are doing and then give up. Giving up never help anybody. If you are doing something right and then you see it's stressful, well, my advice for you, there are other ways that you can go through so you can achieve the result that you want to achieve legally. I'm not talking about anything illegal and not anything unsafe that thing. There are other ways that there are some risks that it's okay for the human to take. In order to be successful, you have to learn to take risks. I'm talking about in a good way, in a legal way. You have to take some risks. You have to know that you cannot play it safe every single time. Failure, you have to say failure is not an option. If you fall down, guess what? You get back up and you try again. And you try and try again. I bet you will succeed. You will succeed. So please be kind to your friend and family if they are going to something. You're a stranger on the road. They are going through things. If the rich people, the one who have multi-million dollars, the one that got billions dollars, they are human. They are going through things too. Their life is not as easy as you think. They, yes, they may not have problem for money, but they have other problems. Remember, money does not resolve everything. So we always going to have the ability to help one another. The rich people need you need the rich people. Remember that. The poor people need you, and you need the poor people. The middle class people need you, and you need the middle class people. You know better than them. Maybe your situation is better than them. You have more money, you have a house, you have a car, but you're not. We all bleed the same. We're not robots. We are people. We are human beings. Put that in your head. Anything that you see you going through, somebody else could go through with that. The problem. So you don't have money at that moment. There are many millions or trillions amount of people in this world that is broke or even worse than you are. So take courage in that and work harder so you can have a better life for you and your family. Along the way, if you know you can help a brother or sister, please do so. I'm not saying that don't do it, and then after that you can help yourself and your family. If after you finish help yourself and your family and you see you can help a brother and or sister, please do so. And God will bless you. And then you will not lose that. Maybe that person will not be able to repay you, but you will get paid on this planet. You will get repaid for all the good things that you do. The same way that you get paid for the bad thing that you do. And before you die, before you die, if you're doing good thing, you will be rewarded. Believe you me, it is will. It is true. We the final subject I'm talking about for stress for today, tonight, it is how can you tell if somebody is stressed? Everybody react to stress differently. The best way you can find out if somebody is stressed, if somebody is going through a stressful situation, the best way, and not the only way, the best way is to talk to that person. To talk to that person. Sometimes the body language can tell you how they are going to something. Sometimes the people can hide it really well. But once you talk to somebody in their voice, the way they talk to you can tell you about somebody easily. So if someone is stressed, it's not easy to find out if that person can hide it well. Sometimes the person is not feel comfortable to talk about it. There are people that you have to push so you can know what's going on. You know the person wants to talk about it, but is a shy person. Some people, they just need some space. They don't want to talk about it. You need to know to when to talk to those people and when to not, because the moment that you think that a person who needs space, but you not really see their body language say, yes, I would like to talk to somebody, you let it go, it could lead that person to something even worse that happening. It's not going to be your fault. I'm not going to say it's your fault, but sometimes when you want to help somebody, you have to be persistent. You're like, oh, some people say, well, that's up to them. I'm asked them if they want help. Um, they said no, so I move on. It's fine. It's fine. You can move on. There's nothing wrong with that. You did nothing wrong. The person may want to talk to somebody, but they don't know if they can trust you yet to talk to you. So if you have time and you in your heart you can tell, or in your mind, and you can tell that that person wants to talk to somebody, but the problem could be trust, it is okay to persist and show them that they can trust you. That way you can talk to each other. So the way that I see it, if the way that I can tell somebody that person is stressed, most of the time for myself is talking to that person and willing to listen. A lot of people you talking to, you try to, that person trying to tell you something, you keep cutting him off. You're not listening. You just hear the person, but you're not listening. There's a difference of I hear you and I listen to you. So once somebody is talking to you, everybody needs to know how to listen. Listen. Sometimes your answer is not important. Do not stop the conversation to give your answer or give your point of view all the time. Sometimes it's not important. That's why therapy is so good. That's why people go to therapy. It's so good. People don't know the trick in therapy. That person sit on the couch. You are sitting on the couch, or that person is sitting on the chair with a notebook in his or her hand. And all you do, you talking your thing out. You go talk out your problems. You know what that person do? That person listens. That person just listens to what you're saying and take notes. And sometimes, uh, first day can go, you don't get an answer because you still need to get something out of your chest. We cannot judge people. Sometimes we judge people too often. We think we know everything. Before somebody's talk, we think we know the answer. We know we can help that person. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes the person doesn't want your help. They just want to leave. They want just what is going through something in their life, his or her life, or their lives. They just need to get it out of their chest. If you're a good friend, a good family member, that person doesn't have to go to therapy, spend $1,000 just so somebody can listen to them. Try it. Try it with your spouse, with your friends, with your family, with your kids. Try to listen. See how much different that will make in your life, in your family life. Nobody has all the answer. Nobody in this world, not even the smartest person in this world, do not do not have all the answers. So don't always think that if somebody talk to you, you have to give them an answer. No, you don't have to give them an answer. Sometimes the person need to talk to you and talk things through. So you could see somebody going to something with the other way you can find out somebody's stress, you can tell is watching them acting the way that is unusual. It doesn't have to be a family member. There's things that you know that's not normal in human life. Things way people act that you know is abnormal. It's not normal in everyday life. Those could be a sign of stress, sign of the person going through something. And you can watch the body language. You can watch what they say. Those are my two best way. I personally, I myself can tell somebody is stressed. Uh, it's watch the body language and talk to them. Most of the time, if I talk to you, I can tell because sometimes you're hiding it so well. But once you talk, your voice shaking, the way that you express yourself, you can tell that person is going to something. Maybe even though if they don't want to talk to you, but you can tell. You can find out whatever it is. If you can help the person, that's great. If you can't either, you can tell them that find somebody to help them or help them find somebody. Or sometimes you don't have to do anything. You cannot solve every problem. So we live in a world full of problems. So do not stress yourself if you cannot help somebody. We want to help everybody, but do not stress yourself and bring sickness to yourself because you cannot help somebody. Just like think that if you can pray for him, if you're a Christian, you pray for them because sometimes you don't have the answer. Oh, It is. I'm saying that right now. I know how hard it is if somebody's looking for it and you do not have it to see that person living, and you cannot even give them an advice how to deal with it. I can tell as I speak right now. I can visualize it how hard it is, but you cannot have all the answer. You cannot help everybody, but there's somebody for everybody. You may not be that person, but there is somebody who can help them. In that situation, you may not be able to help the person, but somebody else might be on the way to help that person. So this is all I have for about stress. I do not want to keep going, and I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. I'm not somebody who study those things, but I have a good feeling about what I'm saying based off what I went through, or based off what I see people go through. I can give you advice if it comes to that, uh, but I cannot say that I'm a therapist. Those people study. Those people go to school for it. Those people spend years and years trying to understand human brains, how people act, how people talk, so they can help us. So I kudo for those. I take my hat down for them, and I thank them for everything they do for the society in a positive way. With that said, this is all I got for that. It is a pleasure talking to you. It's been a while since I sat and have that conversation, and I think it was necessary for me to go come back to my live stream because I had the flu, so I couldn't really do it for 3 or 4 uh, stream. But I'm back. I'm back on the Wednesday, so I'll be back Friday, and it will be most about basketball. Speaking about basketball, the season's about to start in a week or 5 6 days, so I can't wait to see my boy Stephen Curry. I can't wait to see him do his things when he goes destroying people. And I predicted that earlier. I predicted that Stephen Curry will be one of the top player in the league. I consider Stephen Curry top the best player in the league, but the list top three. Because if I have to pick 2 people before Stephen Curry, it will be Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I will do Nicola from the Denver, the Joker. So if I had to pick 2 people, but there was no way I picked Nicola Willie before Steph, because the last time they get to a conference final, the last time not conference final, the last time they play each other in the playoff, and that's when Steph Curry win the championship 2022. So I will not pick Nicola over Steph. I probably will pick Giannis because Giannis is a beast, and the way that he plays, I think Giannis might be better than Steph Curry, but I think Steph Curry is top 2, if not number 1 player right now in the United States basketball wise. It is a pleasure to be here. I'll be back Friday. Friday, we're talking all about hooping, basketball, the preseason, how we're going through the season. It is nice to be back, and thank you for all who's going to view it. For those who do not want to, I thank you too. There's no shame of it. May God bless you. May God keep you safe. You have a blessed night, and take care of your family and take care of your friend. Thank you for staying here with me for that moment, and thank you for viewing. Your comment is important for me. You have a blessed day.